Hi, this is Joe's Corner 76. I will be talking to you about the human condition. In order to change it, we have to be engaged. Existence. Have you ever wondered why you're here? Where you're going? How you came to be? Do you think you're living the life that you're meant to? Or are you only existing? Have you ever thought about where you should be and why you're not? I look at existence as a journey from when you're born to when you pass. It may sometimes seem like a long time, but in the scope of eternity, it's very brief. And as we all know at this point, at least in this world, our existence is all we've got. So I'm sort of looking at it and saying, how do you live? Do you just live from day to day, from moment to moment, without a thought of where you're going, what you could be, what you should be doing? Do you believe you came into this world with a purpose? I do. Are you fulfilling that purpose? Are you existing rather than living? If you want to have the fullness of existence, you have to experience it. And the only way you can experience it is to look at your life, to look at your relationships, to look at your place in the world, to ask yourself, is this all there is for me? Or is there more? I believe firmly you can have more. But how can you have more? Only if you reach out, change your life, change yourself, change your attitude. If you say to yourself, I am going to live the life I want, not the life that I have at this point. I'm not talking about marvelous, great riches, unbelievable fame. I'm talking about you being able to say at the end of the day, at the end of the day of your existence, each day, I did something, I felt something, I am something, I accomplished something. I looked around the world, I saw the horror there, and I said to myself, I'm going to do something. And like me, you can't do major things. You can't stop a war, you can't change the climate by yourself. But what you can do is one small act each day. For example, an act of kindness. It's going to be like a stone in a river. You show kindness to somebody else, they will pass it on. When you see somebody and smile, they're going to return your smile. If you're in a difficult situation, if there's a real problem, and you approach the person with a good attitude in a calm manner, and you explain what you want, why you're having a problem, you won't put them up in a defensive position. You put them in the position of it being their problem. When you come home to your family, are you glad to see them? Are you glad to see your partner? Is that where you want to be? If you are, let them know each and every day they're important to you, you love them, you want them. If it's not where you want to be, you only have one existence, change it. Should you be involved in the world? Yes, you should be involved in the world. You have to, in your life, say things like, you know what? That joke is wrong. Hey, buddy, I don't like your attitude. If you stand up and become a person that thinks of the truth and thinks of rightness and thinks of happiness and thinks of what you can achieve and thinks of how you want to get there, what I'm leading towards is you have one existence. You most likely have a gift. Are you using it? You have one life, it's now. You have one time, it's now. Each day you wake up in your existence, you have the opportunity to change your life. What I'd like you to do is examine your soul and say, am I existing or am I living? The difference is unbelievable. Because if you're just existing, time seems to drag. Every day is just another day that you can't wait for it to end. And it just goes on. Your life might seem like forever. Another person looks at each day as a gift. Each day is a blessing. Each day is an opportunity to grow and change. Their life seems to go boom, boom. They can't wait to face the next day. The thing I'm trying to lead you towards is most people have approximately the same amount of time on earth. It's how you use it that tells you the difference between living and existing. Do you just want to eat, sleep, and at the end of your time say, what the hell did I do? Why the hell was I here? I'm not going anywhere. Or at the end of your existence, do you want to be able to at least say, I came into this world, I made a little difference, and I really think I'm going out of this world with a better place. And between the time I was born and between the time I passed, I didn't exist. I lived. And although I could only do it once, let me conclude by saying, if you lived, you'd always want to do it again. So stop now, look at your life, which is your existence. Say to yourself, is this how I want my existence to be? What do I want to say at the end of my existence? I want you to decide. Look within your soul. Find an answer. If you do this, I think you're going to be a lot better, a lot happier, and a lot stronger person. This is Joe's Corner 76, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can hear me on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and YouTube at Joe's Corner 76. Hey folks, there's a lot of podcasts that I've done on everything from loneliness to politics to religion to philosophy. If you liked this one or any of them, please tell your friends.